And it should be going. Is it going? Has it gone live? I think it did. Which is amazing. It actually went live. Okay. That's fine. Hello, everyone. I hope y'all are doing alright. I'm so tired of that issue. But hello to Snow, Earthquake, Arky, and Somia for the check-ins. Hello, hello. It went live this time. It probably won't tomorrow. It probably will not tomorrow night. As a reminder, there will be no morning stream. I just can't do that. But also, my outfit worked. It gave me my crown and my eyes, so we're there. So, the catch with today, the reason we're playing this today, one, I couldn't decide what I want to do. But two, I don't have everything here yet. Like, I'm missing a bunch of things, so I don't have the trophy for this game. Like, look at this. I'm missing a whole bunch of, like, small household objects. Like, a bunch of them. Like, all over. So, yeah. We're gonna be rolling around inside the house and see what we're rolling up today. You know what? We can't have the Prince wearing this. I love you, Prince, but the skirt just ain't doing it today. Do we do the cool scarf? We do the fancy wig? No. The winter scarf? It is chilly. The Mawashi? No. The headphones are too big. Are we gonna play Wonderwall? We're gonna play Wonderwall. Okay, but we... Oop. Wait. I pressed and held square accidentally, trying to sprint. That doesn't work here. Okay. Megastar 7. Nope, too big. 6. Nope. 8. Nope. 1. Maybe. Actually. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do Megastar 1. I'm missing things that could fit on the table. So we're just gonna jump in and have fun today. But I hope y'all are doing alright. I couldn't decide what I want to do. My brain really... Like, here's the thing. My brain wants to play Final Fantasy lately. But I'll be real. Final Fantasy might be the worst streams I ever do. Like, number-wise, no one shows up for them. Which is why we're not doing Final Fantasy. We like, go down, like, almost 40% viewers during Final Fantasy stuff. So, yeah. And it would be even worse, because specifically, my brain was going, Cameron, you should pick up Tactics. You really want to play Tactics. It has so many different classes and stuff, and you would have a lot of fun playing Tactics, and it's like, yeah, but no one wants to watch it. And at a certain point, like, my numbers have already been down lately, and I'm trying to kind of deal with that, let alone the idea of not getting any views and stuff on that would just kind of be horrible. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that today. We're not risking it. I may do Final Fantasy games in the future, like go back to 10-2. I've kind of considered revisiting 16 again, because I really do, like, 16 was one I never finished, but I don't know, maybe the views have evolved a little bit on that one. I don't know. Maybe because it was new and people didn't want it spoiled for them. I don't know. Playing the older ones usually you would think would do better, but I don't know. See, what we're looking for right now with this, on the lower left, if I roll up a new thing, it'll have a rainbow name. That is our kind of hopeful goal, and I don't think we're gonna get it. Hi, Rose. Like, I don't think we're gonna get any new items here, but I really don't feel like in this stage there's items I wouldn't have rolled up. I think it's the thing that gets me, like, what possible item could I have maybe not rolled up here? And my brain is thinking maybe those cell phones over on the side? I'm not sure. But I hope everybody's doing alright today. I'm in a slight rambly mood. I've got to deal with family tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, like, none of that was new, right? Like, and you don't even get the list in this one to see what you rolled up. But none of those were new that I could tell. But, like, it's not those phones. I can't seem to get onto the chair. Fantastic. But, like, there's small household items that I'm missing, and it's like, what small household items could I possibly be missing? Like, the items you roll up more than anything else in the game are small household objects. And I'm not allowed to get the eggplant yet. I'm actually doing worse than my record, and it feels like I should be doing fine, but I guess because I've taken time off between playing. Can I get that yet? I can. And then get that one. And that one. Yeah, no, my record was 19 something, so we didn't even... We almost got to 19. But yeah, no, not a record. Good collection, not a record. Alrighty, that's it. It was boring to watch this whole time. We'll zip back up to space now. King is a dick. You know what? That is a difference between versions I didn't realize until just now. So, over here, the king is moved to the left, which is how they accounted for the space using the same size art. Because it'd be 4x3, and it would have been cut off just a little bit, and he would have been touching the other side. Or cut off a little bit, even, on the original game. This one, we get to see the full sprite, but they left the void. But the royal rainbow goes to the corners of the screen, which, since the game was 4x3, it wouldn't have done that on less stretch. So it's interesting to kind of to see those little, like, oh, I see. Well, yeah, it's worse than my other one. It's faster, though. I'm gonna keep it because it's faster. I'd rather have the fast ones. So slightly smaller, but faster. God, that sound just threw me off. That's my follower noise. And I know it's there, but hearing it just, like, I pressed square again to sprint. But hearing it just threw me. Okay, yeah, so I don't think one's gonna be at two. Like, surely it's in two, right? The items I'm after? It could really be anywhere, though. It's probably actually the outside, it's probably the outdoors level that starts with all of the butterflies and stuff. I could see that level having all the items I'm missing. Though this is a really good level for, like, missing stuff, too. I do like the new design they gave the prince, though, in Katamari Reroll. They're just a little different, but they make me happy. Can I really not roll that up? I could see that beige crayon being a new one. That is a very specific crayon. Yeah, there's little things here I can see me missing. Hey, Nathan! Okay. But yeah, I was a little, like, I was looking at my game, like, what should I play? And I go, I don't have platinum on this yet, do I? And it's like, I don't. I am actually missing platinum on specifically Katamari Damacy Reroll. And I'm like, what? Okay, we gotta work towards fixing that. And I mean, this is something I could just play when I'm stressed out and kind of clear stuff and not worry about it, but... No! I gotta get the crayons. I feel like one of the crayons is probably something I'm missing, and they put it in a niche spot. And there's a crayon over there. There we go. Still no on the tape measures. Whoop! Or not tape measures, but on the scotch tape. The cellophane tape. So yeah, if I'm missing super small table-sized objects, I'm not gonna go outside. We're not after speed, we're not after score, really. We're after completing the level and collecting objects we haven't collected before. And they were all about the... I think they were all pretty much like the size of a cassette tape, at least? Or at least they were right near the size of a cassette tape. At least a good chunk of them were. There were ones that were bigger. But... a sizable portion of it. Okay. I feel like we collected a good amount. Oh, wait. Let's go in the closet really quick. Never 100% sure what you can get there. The other problem that could be happening, honestly, with me not getting them, is the items are possibly, a fair chunk of them at least, are in... Why can't I get up this? There we go. A fair chunk of them are probably in, like, the duck level, or the swan level, right? Or they're in, like, the cowbear level has a lot of random cow-themed items, so that it could definitely be. So those could be proving to be part of the reason I don't have a lot of them. I completed that in exactly 4 minutes. Amazing. I'm sure I've done better before, but I love that it was exactly 4 minutes. Take that, birds! You had it coming. But I hope everybody's doing alright tonight. I hope you all are feeling well and taking care of yourselves. I'm overstimulated today, I think is the best way I can describe it. I am very overstimulated. I am dealing with noises. Noises and things like that are what really, really get me. And my neighbors take any day of the weather being half decent to start doing power tools. So I can hear the shrill sound of power tools nearby. Just doing woodwork in their garage. I don't think it's the ones exactly next to me either. I think it's like 4 houses down, but it's such a high-pitched noise. I hate it. Sounds good to be Raxon. I hope you're taking care of yourself tonight. I figured out. I already knew what you meant, though. You're good, Raxon. You didn't check in, though. You did now. You were late. You were late! No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm in the corner! I'm in the corner! Crap! Huh. You know, it'd be really, really funny and cruel to make a, setup that would delete any message any user sent unless they checked in that stream. It's definitely possible, too. That's the funny thing. It is entirely possible. The problem is, because new viewers don't have the ability to check in, they wouldn't be able to chat until they've gained enough points or dropped a follow, which goes against how I feel streaming should work. But could totally do it. I could do it for, like, certain people. I could set up so very specific people have to check in before they can type messages. I could set it to just VIPs. That's fair, Earthquake. That's fair. If it were ours, we'd make it much bigger. Blah, 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 blah. I also was slow. By a minute. Exactly, Vortex. Calling you out. Arguably, if I were able, I would remove the VIP and just stick it to the artist tag, but it doesn't do things correctly because it's weird. I get to talk for a second about my favorite little Easter egg on this stream, for those who haven't seen it. If you didn't notice, when I'm playing Katamari, my moon is different. The moon changes to the Katamari moon whenever I'm playing Katamari. It is one of my favorite little Easter eggs. Yeah, look at the moon. That is a Katamari moon rather than the regular moon that I have in the background. It also changes during Minecraft. That changes the sun and the moon. But like Raxon, my outfit is also automatically changed to Katamari themed during this. I need to add more of the layers to it because there is actually an entire Katamari outfit. But I don't have all of it implemented yet. Which I'll get it sorted, but I don't have it implemented quite yet. But like it has the like king's collar and everything as additional like accessories and stuff. But I've got the eyeliner and I've got the crown right now. But yeah, I try to make sure my overlays like interact correctly with everything. For what it's worth, Raxon. For what it's worth. Aside from getting the initial model, I'm just doing everything myself when it comes to like all the automation stuff, right? The thing that you can do, but the thing that you can do though, if you're after like alternate outfits and stuff, and you have the base model, and what you can do, this is really easy with Mix It Up. If you've got you put a browser source over it and set it to the same scaling stuff because you're not like animated. So what you could do is you could create a little layer that sits on top of your model that also bounces with yours, right? And then you just let your community draw accessories for you. You give them the template to draw it and they can draw accessories, and then you just put it in to Mix It Up as a thing that pops up for a few minutes, and they can put like things on your outfit. And you could just like have a channel pointing that says like random outfit piece. So what my old PNG tuber was before I had the moving limbs. The moving limbs would also work that way. It was just more complicated puppeteering for it. This one's the only one. This is the only one out of all of those that I have to leave OBS to make it work. So, most of my stuff was all done in OBS before. But yeah, if you use the scale to sound plugin instead of something like Vtuber or whatever, I don't know what you're using for your model. But if you use something like that other than Vtuber, you can run and trigger all of it with channel points through Mix It Up or however. And you can toggle accessories around and all of that just by enabling and disabling layers. But you scale to sound, and I think it's just scale to sound, and then you just set 2 different directions, so you squash it a little bit, stretch it a little bit, get caught between the edges of the slide a little bit. What items could I, like... Because, like, now I'm bigger than all of the things I needed for the household stuff, really. What items? Yeah, but with Vtuber, you're just bouncing up and down, right? You're not doing any other animation, so scale to sound would work really well. There's also Move. Move as a plugin that you can adjust things based on different settings and all that, so... Yeah, no, there's things. There's also Advanced Scene Switcher, which you can adjust things based on the volume you are, or things like that. If you wanted, like, when a game gets really loud for your whole screen to shake, you could set that up. If you want your character to shake when the game gets loud, you can do that. It's all about digging through those plugins. But yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna recommend RahiTuber. RahiTuber is, out of the PNG tuber programs I've used, RahiTuber's the best one. Genuinely. And it is arguably free. It is pay what you want. It can be overwhelming if you do it in as many layers as I did, but just start out with your current model and just try and get that single image to scale the way you want it to. Practice that way. Because I think for the most part with you, it would just be find the pivot point, move the pivot point all the way to the bottom center, and then adjust the scale of it based on volume there, right? Why is there a arrow up here? Why is that up there? Why is there a "you are here" arrow? I never noticed that on that wall. Yeah! Yeah. So, you would basically just set those all up in the same location, and then you would use State Switcher to do it, which is really, really easy. That's how I do my outfits. So you could do it all that way. Just message me. It's shocking how much I could help with that. The cat's fine. The cats are perfectly fine. Everybody wants to be rolled up by a Katamari. Everybody. Except for that black cat. We don't talk about that black cat. I'm offered. Raxon. Okay. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Asking me for help on things makes me feel valued as a person and helps combat my depression. You would genuinely be doing me a favor if you asked me for help with things. I hate myself less when people ask me for help. Like, no joke on that. Like, it is actually very much a thing that I appreciate when people ask me for help. Because I feel like I'm doing something useful. And like, oh, people thought of me. Or, I guess an equal relation would be the fact that, like, over the past week I had 10 people send me the exact same video. tag me in the exact same thing. Like, here's the Katamari thing. Like, I love that y'all thought of me. Shamisen. Bow wow. But yeah, no, asking for help with things is like one of the most satisfying things. That sandcastle. So this sandcastle, amusingly, as a thing, on the retro achievement site, so the emulator achievements that they've made, one of the achievements is to roll up that sandcastle in this stage. And it shouldn't seem like that big of a deal, but it is like one of the largest objects in this stage that can be rolled up. And I do not have the achievement, just to add insult to myself. I don't know how big you have to be, but like, I don't know if I've ever rolled it up, but I do not have that that achievement. I got it! Let's go! So it's like 91 centimeters you need to be or something. I don't know if I needed it in this. This is a new record though, like overall. Like I beat my time and I got more items and I got more scale. So all around a win. It is! And to think, it's about abusive parents. And a story of alcoholism. Actually, I don't think it was alcoholism. I think he was high on shrooms. But yes. Katamari is a journey. No, it's a dark game. It's a very dark game. Let's roll up 1,000 birds. No, let's roll up 169 virgins. One of my favorite little things in Katamari that they definitely didn't need to do is the very tiny prince you can see behind the Katamari pushing it around. To be fair, Raxon, I think most people miss the fact that the game is actually a dark storyline. But it is 100% a dark storyline. But yes, the whole reason everything is happening in the first Katamari is that the king of all cosmos got very... Nope! Child's gone! The king of all cosmos got very, very, very high and went on a joyride through the sky and crashed into all the stars and broke space. And then he goes, and you're going to go up there and fix it for me. And then he takes all the credit as it happens. And if you fail a level, he will rain meteors down on you that you have to dodge or strike you with lightning, and it's terrifying. And yeah, no, the king is an ass. They've toned it down in the more recent ones. Like, genuinely, they kind of removed how abusive he is from the newer games. It's kind of on that front a little bit with the one that's an Apple exclusive, but like, genuinely, it is not good vibes at all. But yeah, they've slowly kind of changed it, but like in the second one, it's again the king taking credit for everything, and then the third one is where it starts becoming more family friendly. Up until they tried to go kind of back to it with Touch My Katamari on the Vita. They tried to kind of go back towards that that dark story vibe, except it's a shit game and they went too far. They tried to capture the Katamari aesthetic without Keita Takahashi making the calls and created this very weird vibe, and it's just all sorts of uncomfortable. Touch My Katamari is genuinely the worst game in the series. And like, it's not even close. Ichigo! 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 Hello there, Ichigo. Is that cutesy phase of yours ever going to end? Oh, lonely rolling stone. So I've talked about wanting to do like Pokemon streams where I like redraw Pokemon and make changes that I feel would fit. I want to do the same with Katamari Cousins. Like, I want to get a random list of all the Katamari Cousins I can get like the art of, and redraw them in my own style. Because I can't actually see all of them. This franchise has been around since 2005, Raxon. 2005. They had a good decade of no games, to be fair, but like it was around since 2005, and then disappeared at like 2013, and then came back with remasters in 2023. But I have played Katamari at least once a month, every month since the game released in 2005. Many of the months more than that, but like at least that much. Like, I mean, my art stream that I did where I was doing behind the scenes stuff just the other day was me playing Tap My Katamari, which is a mobile game that's been discontinued. Like, you can't download the game anymore. Yeah, no, there's no series that means more than this to me. I've said this before. One of the big things with Katamari for me is, and I don't mean this lightly, Katamari is why I play video games. Like, as a entire thing, Katamari is why I play video games. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, it's like Katamari is one of those games that came out in 2005 in kind of the era of a lot of games feeling the same, or they'd come out and their controls would be really rough, but they were trying for more serious stuff, like your Kingdom Hearts, right? Even though it was cutesy, it was still serious. And it had these very set goals, and you had to follow the story, and you had to focus on this. And like Katamari, just compared to all of that, is just like, have fun. Like as a genre, like this falls under puzzle, but it's not even a puzzle. It's an you exist, and you just get to enjoy the weirdness of it. Kingdom Hearts is fine. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are fine. And I do think they're a bit overrated. That isn't to say that they're bad. I just think they get way more love than they probably... They get way more love than critique, and I feel like that critique missing is kind of a key thing. Because, like, I was one of the fans in the original that learned about Organization 13 before the sequel came out. Because they had cut everything about the Organization 13, but I had learned about them from the cut content and stuff, and was researching it online and going, oh my god, they had all this, and... Like, I was a big fan of the original. But yeah, Katamari didn't really have, like, a level structure that felt like the other ones where it, like, directly scored you or said, like, oh, you got 3 stars. It was just kind of like, how'd you do? Did you beat it? Did you beat it really good, or did you just beat it? And it was like the bottom score is just doing the main thing. It wasn't like reaching the end. It wasn't a race game. Oh yeah, no, and see, I think that's kind of the thing. It's like, I mean, the games that got me into video games. Listen, the game that got me into video games was Toe Jam and Earl. Toe Jam and Earl, and the original Driver, where I got stuck in a garage for 3 hours, or Zoop. Zoop was way up there for me. Like, there's a lot of wonderful games. Actually, though, if I were to talk about, like, games that I think I really got into, I think arcade games were more of my love for video games early on. Was, like, it was arcade. Arcade was the spot. I had a handful of games. Like, I had, like, the original Twisted Metal. I had a game called Criticom, which was a fighting game on the PS1. Like, I had those. Final Fantasy Tactics was one I really got into, though. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy Tactics, which is almost what I was going to stream today. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I think that'll be more fun when I start getting a template for outfits out there, where I can, like, go, these are my favorite ones, and people could draw accessories or references to those games and give me outfits and stuff, maybe. Hey, Obi! Like, I think it'd be more fun, but I gotta get the template out there. I gotta get to a position where all my accessories are working out. Like, I've gotta work on just, like, the current ones. Like, Beauty in Flight made some wonderful outfits for my old model and has made some wonderful ones for my current one. But I haven't added them, and I'm a bit ashamed at how far behind I am on adding those. But I owe them, like... I owe them so much. They've done a fantastic job with all the work they did. And it deserves more love and eyes. So, we'll definitely get that sorted and out there. Okay, I don't know how I missed the Sunbather. There we go. I have 1 minute left to get, I think, 9 more in order to beat my record. I don't know how many. I think there's 200 in this level, and I think 2 have run away, unable to be captured. There's another one. There's another one. We're at 184. 185. There's none to roll up! I can't roll them up if I can't see them. No, come back. Ah, there's none. Spyro Gateway to Glimmer. Wasn't that the one that had Elijah Wood in it voicing Sparks? I think it was Elijah Wood. How's that for a weird, like, wait, why do I know that specifically? I don't know much about Spyro other than that single thing. Spyro gave me motion sickness. So I never really got into it. Ugh. Near, 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 near. Oh, but yeah, I wanna go over. You know what? Let's take a moment. We'll do this for Raxon. So Raxon, I'm gonna go to the Moon Memorial, right? This is the Moon Memorial, and this is where I can rewatch everything. So here's the opening of this lovely game. KATAMARI Damacy. Raxon, did you know your dance emote also triggers dancing in my overlay? It triggers the rave. Hi, BB. All dance emotes. If the emote says dance, it'll do it. Or if you do my tube them emote. But yeah, it does the little glow sticks wiggling at the bottom. I don't know why I didn't realize it, but the prince in the opening trailer is supposed to look like a hood ornament. So that's the opening, right? And it's like, you don't think much of that as a thing. But if we go here, chapter 1. What's funny, it doesn't even show like the scene where the king crashed. Also, the remaster is not in English, which is weird. But yeah, I forgot. I can just... I gotta call this sound library. This isn't sounds. This is music. Ow! Hi, Timber. And then you throw everybody onto the moon in the end. Do, 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 do. There's also the mushroom planet. This is the space mushroom. With all the cousins that they remodeled and did wrong. Kuro's got the wrong antenna. Kuro's only got one antenna here. Kuro's supposed to have 2. Havana's head is distinctly different than Havana's head was in the first game. Mainly because Havana's little end caps were much further in. Ace is not supposed to have... Ace is supposed to have a pointy butt. Ace doesn't have a pointy butt. I'm sorry, get a what? Get a vomit? What? Comet. Oh, I've got that. I've got that. Does it say Jamo here or... Nope, still says Combo here. I believe I have it. I think I have a comment on every applicable level. I don't think that's an issue. The thing I need is I need to get... I don't actually have all the collection. The collection is the thing that always stops me, and I need 100% collection in this one. If we go size chart, right? I'm missing smallest items. Like, what? I'm missing something here. I'm missing stuff. Like, that's probably a tile. Like, I'm probably missing one of the shogi tiles. I don't know what I'm missing. Like, coins? Is there a blue push pin? Maybe. I don't think there is. Let's see. Katamari Damacy item list by size. Can we find this? I have pulled up the strategy wiki. And apparently instead of sorting by size, they decided to sort them by type, which okay. So what are we sorted under? I guess we're under objects. Okay, we got all the veggies. We got all the fruit, we got all the food, we got all the snacks. Japanese food. I am missing a Japanese food. I am missing the last one, which is Kagami Mochi, which is in Make a Star 4 Kitchen. Let's go. I hate this level select more than life itself. It's a good concept. I would love to be able to just, like, point at where I want to go. Of course it's in the kitchen, which is the most annoying location to actually get to. Okay, we gotta get to the kitchen, which isn't even open yet. But yeah, see, green and red push pins is all they really throw around. Unless there's like a super rare blue one hiding somewhere, but... they recently, Namco Bandai Music, or Namco Sound Design Team, their YouTube channel just did a thing of, like, the original soundtrack on YouTube just as a single video. Try to kind of monopolize on that whole, like, chill beats to blah 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 trend. They recently did that. And the art on it bugs me because I think they gave somebody a list of the assets and just showed them the assets. And they showed them the height barrier for the assets. And they put 0, 0 centimeters on the height thing. And apparently in Japan, they use 0, like, 00 to mean, like, put whatever here, like we do in English, usually with, like, X's. So as a result, it looks like a mistake. And I commented on it, and somebody told me about, like, yeah, in Japan they do that to do a filler. It's like, well, they still should have put a thing, but it is very neat that they did that. But somebody thinks it's AI art. It's like, this doesn't look like AI art. This looks like they commissioned somebody. I would like to know who they commissioned for the art piece, though. I'd say that part missing makes me sad. So we're looking for Mochi in the kitchen. Only rolling star. But it's too consistent of an art style between multiple cousins' faces for me to even think that it would be AI. The little Nada Super Nintendo. Whee! The thing that's throwing me, puppy, is I keep trying to press right trigger or left trigger to do stuff. And it is killing me. Like, my brain is like, oh, yeah, left trigger to dash. Like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. It's not a thing. That was such a good quality of life change. Rolling star. But no, someday I will create my own Katamari-inspired game, and it will be a wonderful time, and I will make Katamari fans happy, all 12 of them, and it'll be wonderful. Help! As you craft, yes. So when the things fly off, they fly off from me hitting something too hard. And when you do that, you do lose a bit of the size. Things get a bit weird when it comes to like how much size you actually lose and things like that, depending on the game. But Bandai Namco is not the best with fan stuff. No. I'm not talking about making one that plays like Katamari as a concept. I'm not talking about making a game that would use any of their characters. I'm simply talking about a game in which the controls would be inspired a bit by it. There is a trademark, I think, on the growing larger collecting objects mechanic, the way they've coded it, but that's kind of a vague thing and whatnot. That's why there's no other like Katamari-like games. So you definitely can't lose everything. From a design standpoint, the way this works is not every item collected is actually still visible or rendered. It only renders like the last like 30 or so items, and then the Katamari is actually scaled up. The actual model of the Katamari is larger. So there is a scaled up kind of design inside there of the Katamari, and you can only get rid of like to a certain point. You can see how the Katamari is much larger in the middle. I've got an orange one in there. But it only really shows like the last like 50 or so items you've rolled up visually, and just slowly averages up to the size of whatever you were. So you definitely, you might be able to lose everything very early, but I don't think you could lose much as time went on. But no, my game idea, and I've talked about this before, but I will talk about it again because I like talking about it. I want to do a cozy game that is a combination of vibes between web fishing and Katamari Damacy. That is what I'm after. A combination of those two games. Okay, we're in the kitchen. The mochi could be anywhere. I don't know what it looks like. I don't have an image of it. That's butter, apparently. But there's apparently mochi in this kitchen. Yeah, probably, but I think that's where the present was, so me not getting it would be kind of shocking, because isn't the present on that table? Like, you would think that, like... Yeah, none of that's mochi. None of those items were mochi. So yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I already rolled it up and I'm not aware of it, but it said in the kitchen. It says Make a Star 4 kitchen. And it's a larger one, I guess, because it says 35. Wait, nope, canned pineapple. Well, it says I have to be 35 centimeters to roll it up, so it shouldn't have even despawned here. Like, it should still 100% be visible at this size. So maybe I already rolled it up? You can't really check in this one. There's nothing else for me to roll up possibly in there, so we've just got to hope I got it. But no, what I want to do is I want to do a game in which you are driving around like a little moon rover. So it would use the tank controls to control each side of the treads, right? Like, that would be one of the big things, is just going through, driving around like a little, like, street sweeper with, like, tank controls, so you would have the same vibe of moving around, except while you're doing that, you'd be, my goal is to have you harvesting moss. That would be on the terrain, like, harvesting moss and little flowers and stuff. And then you can trade those in for, currency that you could then use the currency to buy cosmetics for your character. That's the whole thing. There'd be nothing more than just the goal is to get cosmetics. That's the game I want. That's the game I want to make. And I want to do, like, have multiplayer, make the moss you're collecting slowly respawn over time, just chill like that. That's the whole idea. You could unlock new stages, areas as you play, things like that might give you more. Get little, like, stickers to put on your little, like, street sweeper thing, or custom designs for it based on the unlocks. But that's kind of the thing, is, like, I just want people to have, like, that way to have a chill experience that feels like Katamari together, but it's not going to make you bigger. You're not going to get bigger doing it. You're going to roll up things at the same rate no matter what you're doing. It might visually, like, get a little bit bigger, but, like, I'm not going to make it scale like a Katamari would. So I'm not going to have to worry about Katamari as a thing. And then I want all the characters to be like little mushroom people. And I'll design a whole bunch of them based on different mushrooms that exist. So all your characters are different little mushrooms, and they all get their own vibe going on. And, yeah. That would be the idea, is just doing stuff like that. And then I would get like all my artist friends, if they're willing, to submit a little art piece for it that I can put on like graffiti little spots on the walls, or stickers for their own vehicle that can get stuck on there. And then when players look at it, it would like have little like a tooltip that would pop up and say, this was submitted by this person, this was art by this person, here's their socials. So there's like a full on like, this is the artist if you want to check them out, things like that, and just do that, you know. That's the idea for that little bit. And what's fun though is like all I would need to do for updates is just add new cosmetics, and just keep adding new cosmetics. Again and again. Just go, yep, here's this, here's this, here's this, new cosmetic, new cosmetic, new cosmetic. And, like, could do packs like that, and then could lock some to, like, supporter packs and say, hey, these are just cosmetics, the game is cheap, but I've been working on this for a while. If you want to help out, this is like a $5 pack, and it gives you, like, a custom title. And the one thing that I mentioned is I wouldn't have I mentioned this before, but as a security thing, there goes Johnson running around up top. I would not have no in-game chat. There would be emotes, but no in-game chat. Like I want like little like maybe drawings above their heads that'd be anger or happy or things like that, and do that. But no in-game chat. If people want to chat while playing it, they can use Discord or whatever service they want. No typing, nothing. I don't want there to be any issues that could happen, you know. So bypass all the possible problems and. Like, I just want a nice, comfy game where people can chill and play together. So, did I get the mochi? Because, like, I should have got the mochi. I did! We got the mochi. Cool. Trash. What are we missing in trash? I am missing the 6th item, which is a bucket. I am missing a bucket. It's on Shopping Street. Okay. I don't like that they don't tell me which one Shopping Street is. Like, it tells me where it is. But, like, I don't know which one Shopping Street is. Is it 6? 5? I don't know. I think this is it. Yeah, this goes to 1.5. This is the one. So this should lead to Shopping Street. It's not gonna be till much further in this, though. You are smart. But yeah, no, that's all I want to do for a game, is just a game where you drive around a little, like, tiny, like, little, like, tiny moon rover kind of cart with, like, tank treads. So that way it would control the same as the Katamari. You would have your forward and back on the left and right. For like how far you're moving each side, and that'd be your main steering and recommended method. But I also kind of want to allow you to hop off. So you would be on that would be your main source of collecting, but you could hop off and walk around on foot if you want. Summon in the moon rover from wherever, or whatever we're going to call the vehicle, right? But the idea is, like, you could walk around and do stuff. You can hop back on your vehicle or summon it to pop onto it whenever you want. And, like, walk around as your little mushroom character, or ride on top of it, and, like, have every character always just sitting on top of the cart, driving it. I think it'd be really cute. I think it would work really well. I think people would want to play it. I think it'd be a good way to spend time with friends. I don't know about the longevity of it, but I feel like it's something I could expect people to be picking up from time to time just to play. Kind of like web fishing. People are still playing web fishing. They're still getting on there to hang out with friends. I'd like to figure out how to make it work with like block bench models, so that way people have like a simple way to like maybe mod it themselves if they wanted, to have their own characters in it if other people have downloaded the thing. Like, I don't have a problem with that. As long as people aren't doing modding things that can hurt other people's games, I don't care what modding people do. But yeah, I think it would be a really fun game concept, right? Like just the idea of like rolling around, like driving around, like you would still have the same controls as Katamari. You're not gonna have the getting bigger in the center of the screen kind of setup like we have here. But I don't think you need that. I would kind of want to do the cousin in the corner. You can't really see the prince because he's behind me. But I do worry about patents on having the character there driving so you can get a good idea of them. Like, how do you even like, that's part of the, how do you even check patents for things like that, right? Like, do I just do a search for, like, Namco Bandai patents that they own, and then I see what all they've got? Because having the character in the corner doing stuff is just such a nice thing that I like having there. I like seeing their outfits and seeing the front of my character while doing stuff, and not just the back. Yeah, people don't... People feel entitled to a lot of it. But like, I feel like the people that are that felt entitled regarding the Undertale Deltarune stuff, aren't artists, and I think that's such a big thing. I don't think they're artists. Every artist I've seen has been on Toby Fox's side. Every non-artist has been pissy, and it's like, it's not about, like, having people do the work, it's like not being responsible for things being wrong, because people will give shit to the artist if things aren't translated correctly when they're official translations. And not being able to properly sign off on something sucks. Now, I do think that he does have the money where I do think at a small part of it, he should be able to be willing to go, who can I trust to translate this to make this mean the correct thing? But I think even then, if you're not fluent in a language, it's really hard to sign off on something if, yeah, this means that. It's like, does it mean it literally, or does it mean similarly, right? Like, and with writing, you really want that meaning to be the same. And it can be really difficult there. So I would say that the only thing that would be helpful, though, is because that only works for PC, which is a problem, right? So people who don't play on PC are kind of given the shaft on that. But also just having a easy way for people to upload their own language packs, I think would be the proper route to go here. Like, if people could upload their own language packs and you could, like, install them easily, I think that would be a good way to kind of get people to shut up, rather than having to heavily mod the game, right? If you could just have somebody go, here's the writing pack, and then you could install your own writing pack, right? Like, it would just end up being like a text file. Just drop the text file here and it'll go. Warning, may cause incorrect dialogue prompts, doesn't resize the boxes, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay. I didn't pay attention when the time skipped forward. I'm no longer supposed to be up here, which is why there's nothing to roll up. Like, I've stayed in an area where I am not really intended to be. I'm meant to go down. I really don't like how they label this. They label these by, like, literally, it says Pigeon Street and North Pigeon Street, which are these roads that I am on right now. But I don't know which one's which. I just know that this is Shopping Street, because this is the shops. I want to be clear. Am I missing that bucket? I am missing a bucket. Did I seriously, like, never collect a bucket? Because it says the item I am missing is bucket. Or is there, like, a metal bucket somewhere that I'm not seeing? I think that is the bucket. Like, I'm gonna roll that up, and it's gonna say bucket, I'm gonna go like, yeah, that is a bucket. And to be at okay, so I should be big enough to roll it up now. I can't check if I've recently rolled it up, because I rolled up too many too quickly, but... that was the bucket. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying, like, if there was a way for people to upload their own, like, translations as an official method, I think that would help, because in order to install a fan translation, you really gotta go, like, through a lot of hoops. Right? Like, it's not just like, oh, click install. It's go here to Shady Site, download this thing, and then install this and run this, and then it's like, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like modding games from sites I've never heard of. And I'm sure, like, people who mod regularly would love that, but Undertale's fan base is not always, like, it's not all gamers. So that does change a lot of that. Like, you would also need special... like, at least put the character packs in the game, maybe. That way all those characters do exist that people could do their own more easily. But I think part of it is that they've also got to upload a character pack for a lot of it, too, and... yeah. Oh, but yeah, one of the things I want to do is I want to make that... so I want to do with my own game, I want to have, like, a currency you earn by trading in the moss, right? And then you put those tokens, or whatever you get, you'll put those into a little gacha machine. And then then you'll turn the crank on the gacha machine by jumping on it and actually manually doing it. And then you'll get something out of it, is the idea. Like, actually jump up there and turn the crank to get rewarded. I also think it'd be fun, like, to do that, but, like, in time, I think it'd be really cool if people could, like, build in their own little, like, home area, like, give players, like, a little home area to do. Where they could totally go and, like, place down some things or whatever, some of their favorite items that are randomly in the world. But that's a, like, further down the line kind of thing, and then just save it, and then when you log in, oh, hey, it loaded your area. But if I don't do that, if I choose not to do that as a method, and do lobbies and whatnot, like, if people aren't able to place things or necessarily interact directly with each other, the ability to just do, like, it could have as many players as you want in the lobby. It's generally fine. Like, the one big inspiration for it, awkwardly, is a Katamari game that I have no way of playing. And that is Katamari Damacy Online, which was a Korea-only game? But, I mean, the opposite option here, Puppy, is that you roll up people and they die. I feel like them turning into stars is a much more satisfying ending. Like, turning into a star feels much less horrifying. But it doesn't. You just gotta show her the ending scene. They all survive, and they live on whatever surface of the planet they're on. Wait, did they? How did I never notice this? Oh no, it is in front of it. I thought it was inside of it and the mirror was on like the edge of it. Ooh yeah I need to go through my Katamari sound files and find some more fun ones for different stuff. You are smart. I think in the first game, this might be my least favorite song. I really think a lot of the remixes in We Love Katamari made so many of the songs better. But I think this was like the worst song. Mainly because there's nothing going on in it. It's not like the song is like on its own bad. It's just like it's a really short loop of nothing. Oh, yeah. No, but I do think there's a conversation to be had about that. Because, like, it's a pretty accurate. The controls are a little off. It's a pretty accurate remake, but the issues that actually arose are very specific. Because it was made, they remade the engine. It's not like they could just use the same engine. They remade the engine in Unity. Unity! Like, they didn't make their own new engine. They made it in Unity. So, like, I gotta respect that. They built their own, like, design for it in Unity, which is so impressive. And, like, that was the thing that got me. People were whining when the new Katamari got announced because, oh, they're using the same engine as the Apple TV one, so it's just on a mobile engine. It's like, are you gonna say what the name of the engine is? Because, like, I saw these videos with people whining about it going, they're using the same engine as the mobile game. Are you going to mention the mobile game was built in Unity? They're using Unity. Say Unity. Why aren't you saying Unity? You're trying to make it sound really bad. It's like, they use Unity. All of the new Katamari games have been made in Unity. It's a really common tool that a lot of places use. There's nothing too weird about it. Like, this is weird. It doesn't have the high score stars next to either of my numbers. Both of those numbers, well, okay, it took me slightly longer, but the size is, oh wait, no, I am worse. I can't read. Never mind. Never mind. I can't read. I'm dyslexic, leave me alone. I have just been offered a Steam key for a game. And I'm gonna look at this, and I'm gonna see AI on this, aren't I? No? Gasp. I still don't trust them. Because the problem is, it's a simulator game. And I don't trust simulator games. And don't get me wrong, I love simulator games. I don't trust them. Okay, did we get it? Did we get it? No! We did not get... Ah! Wait! Why is this... Wait, there's two buckets. That's garden and porch bucket. Where's the bucket? There's also a metal bucket. Let's check cleaning for stuff, because apparently I'm missing two here. You are right before pants. Laundry hanger. Okay. I know where that one would be. Laundry hanger, I know where that is. That's the house again. And then you are car wash. Which I gotta be 7 meters for. What do we got in sports? We're missing one thing in sports. That'd be the pitcher's mound. Oh. Okay, well, I know where I'd get that. There's a lot of places I could get that. I'm missing so many objects. Like, look at the cousins. I haven't gone back through and rolled up the cousins. Can we talk about the little, like, sprite of the prince down in the corner right now, though? Just vibing. Doo-doo-doo. One of my favorite things in this is that it picks a random animation when you highlight the characters. Katamari Forever would definitely be great. I would just really like to see Once Upon a Katamari do a DLC and grab some of the unique levels from different ones. Hell, I'd even take the campfire level. And that's one of my most hated levels. Do I at least have all, like, the terrain? Yes, I've got all of nature, all of plants. Advertising! I'm missing a house? Oh, man. I'm missing a handful of the meteors, actually. This is the thing, I didn't play a lot of this remake because it doesn't control right. This is something I kind of, like, I didn't really touch on. With this, I've only got 10 hours in this Katamari. Like, compared to, like, okay, so 10 hours in that Katamari, how much do I have on, just to compare? 159 hours. And then, Once Upon a Katamari, what are we looking at? 72, right? And that's just on these remakes, not even counting the originals. But, like, they did add a new DLC. It's okay. Just mostly songs. I want more DLC. I want levels. It was cool to see new DLC, though. Like, I won't complain about the new DLC as a whole. I want more levels. I don't want what we had. I want more. Also, very missed thing in this. Welcome back, Raxon. One thing they really missed out on this, and I know this was typically their, like, multiplayer stuff for, like, versus, but in the remake of the first one, they should have allowed you to swap what cousin you were playing as. As you unlock them, you should have been able to swap. They also should update the game to change this character's name to Jamo. Because they have renamed the character. It is Jamo now. But I do like that they redid some of these, right? Because I believe Jungle in the original Katamari... I don't think I'm wrong in saying this. I believe in the original Katamari, Jungle was camo? Or at the very least had camo pants, and is now wearing the rainbow pants that were added in Touch My Katamari. Weirdly. Nickel's design has changed quite a few times. I believe Nickel's head was originally round and had a battery on his back, which is not there. Opio's wounds have moved, as well as the head, whether or not it's damaged. Marcy's outfit changes more than any other character in the game. La 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 in the original Katamari, which we are looking at here, did not have a tan until We Love Katamari. Marnie was not a perfect sphere in the first 2 games. Marnie is now a perfect sphere. Marnie was not. Fujio's head was shorter originally. There's like a lot of little tweaks. But Havana's is actually one of the most visually obvious. Havana's end caps to her head were different. I believe it's her head. Katamari, Damacy, Cousins, Havana. Am I right? Do 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 do. My internet has been extremely slow lately. He is killing me. Nope, him. I can play his sound. That's Havana. Yeah, Havana's original design had stripes on the left and right of his head. It was very different. But it got rebranded pretty quickly with We Love Katamari. But yeah, I hate how they were like, oh yeah, we've got all the cousins. No you don't. No you don't. You don't have all the cousins in the new game. You just lied. Like, you're just straight up lying to me. And I hated that. Like, we added all 70 cousins. No, you didn't. You just didn't. You aren't even close. But they added a lot of them. Like, there's 69 and then the king, so you got 70 there. But they didn't add any of them from Katamari Damacy Rolling Live, any of the new ones they added, which was quite a few. Patch, Milky, Jack, Catherine, Cameron, Phil, Flair, and Salsa were all added to Rolling Live, and those weren't in it. Which I understand those, because those may have been in development at the same time. But then Katamari Damacy Online has like 30 of their own. Gimbapi, Dongdongyi, Reese, Ruse, Menage Yachi, Mellow, Mint, Bakbaki, Berta, Vividi, Soso, Snow, Andro, Yoring, Weldon, Wink, Yang, Cheddar, Cherry, Candy, Cube, Creo, Tempero, Tiger, Painapple, Pandora, Pandoring, Prisia, Piz, Heart, Momo, Elise, Circuit, Air, 8-Bit, Horuru, Sensi, and Ware. And none of those made it in the new game. So when they were like, yeah, we totally added these new cousins, or all the cousins, you lie. You lie. But also, if you've not seen the cousin Heart, she's adorable. Heart is one of my favorites. Was it Vividi that was also good? There's a lot of lovely, lovely ones, but there's like no real images of a lot of them. But Katamari Damacy Online genuinely had some of the best cousins in its game. Like, for design, they let them be more unique and really show a lot that you just didn't get elsewhere. You didn't get them in any of the other other games. I'm trying to remember, because there's a lot of like really cool ones. Like Mint was a very cute one. Not all of them have art too, which is really sad. Like, I'll never know what some of them look like. Gimbapi looks great because it is just Gimbap. Dongdongi is a drum. Lace is absolutely gorgeous. She's designed based on a Mari's messages get deleted quite often to do commands. Rouge is a lipstick. Menojengyachi is a chocolate. Mellow is melon bread, I believe. How's it going, Pluto? Mint is mint. Vividi is, I think, a surround sound system? Yeah, he's a stereo. So-So is a satellite, I think? Or a seesaw. Oh, it's a seesaw. So-So is a seesaw. Andro is the earth. Yoring is an onion. Like, they've got little designs for so many of them, and I just wish... I wish I could see them. I wonder. Download Katamari Damacy online mobile game. Like, I wonder if there's a set of it that I can, like, rip. Because it'd be very cool to, like, actually go through the files and see what I can get out of it. Oh, nice, Pluto. Somebody found an image of the installer. Yeah, people are looking so hard for it. Lost Media Wiki just has an image of the installer. That's really, really interesting too. Like, just finding that. And just going, yeah, that's all that they have. But yeah, like, I would love to get a copy of that just to, like, see what files are in it. But there's nothing. There's just two people looking, like, on... There's two Reddit posts of people trying to find it. Yeah, lost media, unless you have a very old Korean phone. Sadness. Sadness! But yeah, if I had a way to, like, dig into the files, I would be so happy. But, nope. That's all the energy I really have for today, and I do apologize that it is, again, a shorter one, and I won't be streaming in the morning. For those who are unaware, I have been sick for the last couple of days. Really bad fever and things like that, so I haven't really been able to do the things I'd like to. Like, I would like to be playing more Minecraft and stuff with y'all. That is always something I enjoy doing, and spending time with y'all while I play it has always been a good bit of fun, but I haven't had the focus for it. So I will be off tomorrow morning. I'll try and do a bunch of streaming throughout the week. I may not take days off depending on how things are going. I may try to stream on days that I would normally take off just to kind of fill those gaps. We will see. Because I will not be streaming over the next weekend either because of the Hermitcraft charity event. So it's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I gotta kind of go through, I guess. Yeah, well, I'm assuming I'll feel better. Is kind of the big thing, is just hoping I'll feel better. I should raid. I just don't really care to. I feel a little bad saying that, but I really don't have the energy to look for anybody today. So I'm gonna end there. I appreciate y'all a ton. Please take care of yourselves. I hope your family woes, for those of you who have to deal with family tomorrow, are minimal. Please take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night, and I will catch you all later. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye. Also, if you pay attention, there's a new little outro thing at the very end of the stream.